girl, why are you beefing with me? Your wife wants to f me.
I would just be honest about it.
Chat, one of you agree with me. If a girl falls in love with you, it's not your responsibility.
How did she fall in love, Sneako?
A girl should love me.
How did she fall in love?
Shouted you out first for my girlfriends that helped me. Oh, it turns out Zena was his girlfriend.
Why would you f***ing retards believe random people who are clout chasing me?
This is like such a common streamer L as well. F***ing over people who you know have mad secrets on you. I do not understand it. For those of you who don't know, Zena was one of Sneako's wives. They were super like DL for a while, where like she was really obsessed, she drawing pictures of him, she ran his Discord. Everyone knew that she was like into him, and she always talked about how like there's only one king for her, but she doesn't have to be loyal to him. But then later, when he decided to be like more into his Islam grift, he said that he's not going to do like girlfriends anymore. And so he's only going to have wives. And Zena was one of these people because she runs his 2 of his Discords. And I think she does a bunch of other back-end stuff for us. The only stuff I know explicitly is that she ran his Discord. I know this. I went into his Discord to fuck around a little bit. Fuck around and find out, okay? So it started because of this. Destiny made fun of Sneako. Because Sneako is easy to make fun of, let's be honest. So he's doing the broetry. For those of you who don't know what broetry is, it's this new style of art. Really cool stuff. It's basically where you're a bro, but you just write things in like lines with capitalizing stuff so that it like kind of looks like, I don't know, it's fucking weird. So he writes, they hate Tate out of jealousy. It's not moral virtue. When Tate was fringe, they laughed and shared. Same people jump on the hate bandwagon when it's trendy. Only your family really loves you. And so, of course, hold on. She tweeted this.
This is the first year I'm not going home for Christmas. They don't, I have a blue hair woke family, kind of like you, and they don't mess with my politics at all.
I mean, it doesn't take a blue hair people to not want to your politics. Like the
It's never got to the point. It's never got to the point where I've been like uninvited for Christmas.
Yeah, but has it ever gotten to the point where you're like publicly defending people saying they love Hitler? Like that's probably a pretty big departure from stuff you've normally been involved in.
I support what Jesus would do. On Jesus' birthday, Jesus would want everybody to be loved. And I tweeted, I love Jews and Nazis, which is what Jesus would do. Jesus would love everybody. I agree with that statement. I like the fact that he broke that final wall of the woke mob saying that. I'm not saying, I'm not a
I don't think the problem.
And
I don't think the problem is just saying we should love everybody. I think the problem is saying like I love Hitler and I don't think the Holocaust really happened. I think that's more the issue.
I didn't say that.
You might not have, but that's what Yang said. So when you defend parts of his statements, you're kind of implicitly buying onto like the other parts as well.
No, that's not true.
Okay, so kind of funny. He's talking about how only your family loves you, but he's talked like extensively about how his family's like someone disowning him over this stuff. So he of course responds in the most mature fashion, in the most sick dub, and says, "Your wife invited me to Sweden." And Zerka goes Ubern because Zerka's grift is only for himself, okay? He don't give up. And so Melina retweets and says, I even saved your favorite spot, Sneako, which is a chair because it's a cuck joke. So then he responds, this is funny for Twitter, but imagine what this relationship is actually like. Trading the sanctity of marriage for clout. I pity a man whose wife lusts for his enemy. So then Steven comes out with this. Hold on, Nick is still like running around here. Luckily, we don't have to imagine what dating was like. I'd include a picture of your ex, the one you were dating and fucking, but too embarrassed to acknowledge publicly because you're a weak man cutting yourself, but out of respect for her, that'll stay in the drafts. Jesus. Okay. So, that's what triggered all of this, okay? That's the main thing that triggered this, like, recently. So, we will go through some of the Xena tweets. Okay. First one. I am sorry for that recent post. I just won't get called a liar about being in a relationship when I was 100% told I was in one all along. So the context you're missing is basically now Sneako is denying that they were ever in a relationship. Let's see if I can find the clip. Yeah.
Doesn't mean that she
Here. This is where he's denying.
No, you said falls in love.
Just because a girl falls in love with me doesn't mean I'm responsible for them.
That's literally the biggest cope I've ever heard.
That's not why.
That is,
you know how many girls
you're
are
gonna burn in hell for that one.
Sure. Chat, one of you agree with me. If a girl falls in love with you, it's not your responsibility. I'm lovable.
How did she fall in love, Sneako?
A girl should love me.
How did she fall in love? Was she just a stranger, pen pal?
Pretty, bro. A lot of the girls.
She wasn't in person.
I'm not even talking about one person.
What a liar.
I'm talking about many girls that fall in love with me.
No,
I don't do anything, bro. I don't do anything.
You're not doing that to my homie, bro.
Doing what?
You're not gonna pretend she's a pen pal. What the fuck?
A pen?
Okay, so they're talking right now about Xena. Just to be clear. 1 second. Hey, Nick.
What?
If you're talking up here, you come to us. And it's too hot to close the door.
Pen pal? When did I say that?
You pretty much saying, hey, she just fell in love randomly.
Yeah. I didn't
she was never around you?
Bro, being around on Fresh and Fit, being around like people in my chat or like girls that I met once.
If a woman falls
I'm not talking about one girl.
If a woman falls in love with you, it's your fault.
That is the dumbest shit ever, bro. Women adults are responsible for their decisions and what they do.
Whoa!
You are
not an adult.
You don't take responsibility for the fact that somebody loves you.
Yo, dude.
How would you not apply that same logic? I've been making fun of the chat.
5 women in my life. 2 were girlfriends. The rest weren't. All self-harmed with a knife or taking some pills.
Just some LA.
No. I'm from Canada. These girls who self-harmed, I could have been out of their life way sooner.
Yeah, I don't fucking deal with that. If a girl's self-harming,
if a woman's in love, you did.
Why is Zerka being based right now? I don't know. Maybe he's like coming down or something. Hard to say. He's just over right now.
Something. You did black magic.
Sneako, Zerka is right. If a girl falls in love with you, it's your fault for it. Being around them enough caused that, which is what you allowed. Okay.
We know why Sneako's coping.
Why am I coping?
You're feeling guilty. And
I don't feel any guilt whatsoever. I told you this when we're alone too. Yeah, and I would have the same conversation now. There's absolutely no guilt.
Chat, bro, I've had women do this. John, do you want me to go away? And I'd be like this. No, chase me. I used to be so evil,
That's some evil shit. I don't do that.
You're literally doing it.
I don't do that. No.
Hey, if she's in love, you didn't cut her out soon enough.
Okay.
I'm not morally great.
Okay. This is part of what drove Xena to being very upsetty spaghetti. Hence, this post. All right. So the recent post. I just won't get called a liar about being in a relationship when I was 100% told I was in one all along, publicly and privately. I was the one requesting to keep it private because I have an OnlyFans pass and didn't want to tarnish anyone's reputation or be harassed. I'm not going to do this exposing shit, but I'm not going to be thrown under the bus to be ran over and rot for this man to fix his press's virtue signaling reputation. Thank you. It's fine that he wants to be true to Islam and stop dating, because it's haram, but you don't have to lie and make it seem like you were never publicly claiming me in Sydney, Rumble wifey, when you said multiple times on public platforms and privately between us that we were in a relationship. Just to be clear, the only reason Sneako is being Muslim now is because you can somewhat justify having multiple wives, and there's kind of like a Muslim movement that's very like not like opposed to, but doesn't believe that like state marriage does a good job representing them, particularly if you take like multiple wives for pretty obvious reasons. Who gives a fuck about it being haram? Certainly not Sneako. Okay. You can be an adult about the end as I requested. You tell me ahead of time, so I could mentally prepare for this breakup, which I knew was inevitable. I was told to stop being dramatic and even promised gifts from Thailand to pacify me when I would overreact about being on during the Bradley Martin interview. Always told it's optics, trust me what I'm doing, and I would. I happily accepted whatever you had to do for your image with the promise that you'd still be here for me. I didn't need public validation. I wasn't a pen pal or only seen you at Fresh and Fit. I've been to your house various times, and yes, we did have Ron threesomes. We had 3 of them. It took me out to, again, I do not care about him having threesomes at all. I don't give a fuck. The problem is, bro, It's always these people. Always these red pill guys who complain about all this, and they're the biggest hypocrites ever. Drives me crazy. You took me out to clubs, yachts, and we spent time at your house. You accepted gifts from me and even posted them online. The Father's Day painting, the Valentine's Day portraits. I asked for all of it back because I don't want my art destroyed. I haven't received anything back. My rings my mother got me are in your silverware drawer. Been asking for weeks. My Black Hills and Victoria's Secrets jackets are in your home, and I've asked for that as well. I'm not doing that. I could truly share things about you and your character, but unfortunately I care enough about you and all our mutual friends to not do that, but you're definitely not sober or pure. You recently just had sex with Miss Political Scientist as well. Did you marry this non-vaccinated virgin? No. Stop the bullshit. Okay, so that's one of the big ones. The Father's Day painting. I'm so curious. So if anyone has like links to any proof of that, please do send it to me. Ah, damn, all these tweets are deleted. So there's a couple that I will show you like my reference for it, which is here, but the tweet has been deleted and it wasn't screen capped and I don't have it. BV is just like a bacterial infection vaginas can get for basically getting like for getting like poop in your vagina. So pro tip, if you're gonna switch from going in the back door to going in more the front door, you gotta clean off in between. Otherwise, it could be real bad for the snoo, okay? BV is from when like you don't clean enough and you switch in between the two. Yeah, it's when you get like poop up in there. It can create an infection. So I'm gonna show you some tweets that I've screen capped from my phone. This is here. The time is 1950 my time. From Earth, taken from Earth. Here you go, so you know it's real. Okay. From Xena. I'm not exposing anything, but speaking on my own behalf while someone is clearly talking in ways to make me seem stupid or delusional. I get that my own reputation is already shitty. She's got like a history of like doing lots of crime and stuff like that. And it has an OnlyFans, so in her world, having an OnlyFans basically means that she's like an untrustworthy woman. But that's not an excuse to tear me down and speak poorly of me. In fact, I'm being extremely careful not to say anything that wasn't directly related to me and what I need to defend myself about. Everyone else gets to speak up and defend their own beliefs and opinions, and I'm always told stay quiet, not be seen or heard. Why? F that. So you can go around saying you never lied or deceived me. It's okay. If you sold me a dream, it's okay if you sold me a dream, but be honest about that. You are only telling the truth. You say you're all about truth, but only lies have come out of your mouth. You were vaccinated as f too. Which again, I have no verification of these things. I have no idea if he's obviously vaccinated or not. But God, it's fucking funny to think about. Okay, this is the same one. Pixie jumped in. She was shitting on Sneako. Sneako blocked her and apparently has also blocked Xena. Vaccinated as f too. This is him just asking his server to go like the tweet. This is just Destiny on Sneako. Alright. Here's the drug stuff, alright? Let me defend Pixie Love real quick. Because seek truth through Xena. Alright. This is in response to being lonely and how rich people only want something from you. And I'm unable to see the tweet because guess what? Oh, I don't know why. Alright, this is the tweet. Your fame is a curse. Everyone wants a piece. A human being becomes a commodity. Very few can empathize with a celebrity, but everyone can criticize one. Fame is popular loneliness, confusing role modeling. It's never boring. Dixie responded, "You had a woman who loved you and dropped her only source of income for you. Did free work for you, supplied you with every drug you asked for, and then you threw her away to try to keep your fake Muslim grift going. I'm lonely my ass. You made the bed that you're lying in." 3 quote tweets. So it was deleted, but he denied it. Zena's showing some evidence that she is not fucking lying. Hold on. So that's the tweet thread here that you're seeing. Here's the images. Some texts of him and her texting. Hold on. I'll go to the next one. Daddy's old number. Charming. Charge your phone, Nico. You're not in USA. You gotta stay on point, Daddy. Can you get MDMA? Absolutely. Coming back tomorrow night. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you want me to get you that? Got you. Pure, nothing cut. Okay, I'll text you when I have it so you can see. How much do you want? 4. So you want X, not powder then. So this is one thing if I'm asking her for drugs. You know where I can get Adderall? Yeah. 20 or 30 milligram. 30 is strong. 30, you got some. Need to edit. Okay. Just to prove that he did ask for drugs. Now, do you think that I care about Sneako doing drugs? Not at all. I don't give a flying fuck. I just think it's really cringe to, I just think it's cringe to deny these things. I don't know why you would do that. Hold on.
Was a chess grandmaster.
Okay, hold on.
Was a chess grandmaster, and he was traveling around the world playing chess to go and make a little bit of money.
This is about Tate. Alright, great. Good meme. Thank you. 10 out of 10. Alright, pure nothing cut. Let me know if fan picks it up. Blah, blah, blah. That's Mel on him. She then accuses Sneako for lying about no longer interacting with the girl that cucked him. So for those of you who don't know, Maria. To be honest, sweet Maria. I thought Maria, his former girlfriend, met her in September. I'm not saying she's perfect. I'm not saying she's never done any wrong. But she was a sweet little creature, okay? Just adorable. Like, just such a catch. She's super attractive. She's really smart. And they were like on and off again for years. You could tell that these two, like, they clearly like loved each other. I'm not saying it wasn't a messy relationship or that it was healthy for either of them, but I would say it was like a very real relationship. But when Sneako talks about his like cuck story or whatever, I believe it was Maria who he did this with. So that's what we're talking about here. I mean, I'm guessing Xena probably doesn't like Maria. Let's talk about how you took Maria to Japan, the one who cucked you. Mister, I haven't seen this girl since that incident, but visited her twice in New York City and then took her to Japan. And I had to help clean up the evidence and banned her name in the Discord and anyone posting the evidence. Okay, I'm in the Sneako Discord. Or have I been kicked out yet? Okay, I'm not. I'll have to hop in there later. I'm super curious to see if I try to, like, spam it. If it'll work. Was it the same girl from when you got... Yeah, that was Maria. I don't know when the cuck story was, but if it was before I met them in September in Miami, then he's definitely seen her before. They were, like, dating forever. Yeah. And so apparently he also took her to Japan. I'm not surprised. They've been super, like, on and off again for, like, years, is my understanding of their relationship. All right. So Zeno... There's a new post today. I am alpha widowed. I am broken. I am soulless and tormented. No, I'm not okay. I feel like someone has just died. But I have only this to say. He is a good guy. He lights up any room where he enters, and he's truly passionate in his art. But nobody is perfect, and everyone makes mistakes. He's still growing, and there's going to be a lot of mistakes along the way. Nobody brainwashed or abused me. I wasn't manipulated and forced to do anything I didn't want to do. I loved being able to help. I fell in love with somebody I thought was a leader, someone I cared about, somebody I looked up to, someone who inspired me. I'm a better person because of him. Someone who made me laugh when I was at my... lowest and uplifted me. Someone who didn't let me victimize myself about the past. Told me that there was only the future to look forward to and that my past doesn't matter. Told me I was a good person. Someone who had deep talks about spirituality and God and philosophy with me. Someone who encouraged me and my writing and art. Someone who made me question every step I took if it were the right one. I don't know if that was real. I don't really care anymore. It felt real and it had real effects to my life and character. I didn't want to lose that. I think I've come a long way thanks to the people around me and I have a really nice job and that was encouraged by him. I can only go forward from this moment and I hope to be a better person. Better every day, he says. I won't side with the haters against him just because I'm heartbroken. I'm sorry that I shared information about some of the sins that should have never been addressed in the first place to defend a friend that was being called a liar for sticking up for me. That wasn't okay. Yes, it was. Just to be clear, somebody just actively lying about their image all the time, and then when a person calls them out on it, them doubling down and lying, you outing them for the lies isn't a bad thing necessarily at all, especially when all this is going on publicly. As far as the Adderall and MDMA, I never actually see him take any drugs either. He could have asked for that stuff for any one of his friends. Who knows? Truly. I mean, maybe he got it for his dog or his cat. He's just a good guy, okay? He's just a good guy. Who knows? Only I would know more, and I will not confirm anything that will go against him. The only thing I wanted to clear up, I won't be the one who shares any more damaging information about somebody I care about for any reason. The only thing I wanted to clear up is that I am not some random pen pal who randomly latched onto somebody without encouragement from him. I may never speak to this man ever again, and that truly sucks, and I get it. Myron says it all the time. Men and women cannot be friends. I have to accept that. He built an amazing community that I was fortunate to be a part of, such as the Creativity Kit and Discord. And the type of people he attracts are good people. A circle of friends and business are all humble and genuine people who have reached out and sent their condolences. These are not evil people, and neither is he. I respect that he wants to be true to Islam and follow the Quran the right way. Dating is haram. Inshallah, he finds his 18-year-old unvaccinated virgin Muslim wife, and inshallah, she loves him as deeply as I do. Jesus fuck. Amen. Inshallah, yes. Amen. Peace be upon him. Even Destiny, though they're not in good terms right now, reached out to warn me that a lot of his haters will come and ask me to expose him and feed them fuel to hate on him and advise me to ignore them. All you soy boys who think you found a new teammate in your hate train, in our next life I am certain we will meet again. Here's the problem, okay? I think Sneako's doing a lot of stupid shit. This is actually just messy breakup. Like, all this stuff isn't like where I'm like, oh my gosh, he's an abuser. I don't think any of that shit. All of this is exactly what I would expect, okay? Just to be clear. He's got this young guy who's got very little self-responsibility, very minimal self-accountability, who's being maximal yes-man because he's famous now, has a shitload of money to yes-man himself with, and believes in an ideology that is, like, LARPed and grifted so hard that it's convinced itself to be, like, pseudo-Islamic so that it can justify 4 wives. Okay? Do I hope that he continues to, like, improve? Yeah. Do I think that his, like, journey is over and he can never come back and be a redeemed person? No. You know, I don't think he's, like, in all ways evil. None of this, by the way, is surprising to me at all, okay? This is exactly what I expected. It's really hard to say that he's abusive because every single woman who's participating is agreeing to it maximally and is still agreeing to it afterwards, which makes it really complicated. It's certainly a relationship that if I was friends with Xena, I would say, don't be in it. It's fucked up. It's a really fucking toxic relationship where you're treated like a pet and a servant and a mom, not a girlfriend. But just to be clear, none of the stuff we've seen from them proves abuse, okay? The problem is Sneako just wants to be popular, I think, at the end of the day. So is Sneako by definition a grifter? I don't know, because when you guys say grifter, most people mean somebody who knows that they're lying. I don't think Sneako thinks that he's lying. I think he honestly is holding these beliefs. The problem is that, like, all of his beliefs are puddle deep, right? Which, by the way, is lots of people. Lots and lots of people. Their beliefs are like puddle deep. Most people, if I say I'm a liberal, most people don't even know what that means. They just think that I vote for, like, the Liberal Party of Canada. They have no idea what it would mean beyond that. They have no idea about things like rights. Most people's beliefs are fucking puddle deep. So, him, like, moving all this stuff, I think, is really stupid. The problem is that just because you're puddle deep and you don't think much about your ideas, it doesn't mean that you're not responsible for, like, the really awful shit that you say and the things that you do to other people, like being, I would argue, maximally self-indulgent, selfish lover who never cared about your girlfriends at all. You were using them for pussy and for things that they could give you. You never gave back, and you should be maximally ashamed of how you treated them. Yes. Okay. So, let's go. Here is Sneako addressing the vaccination allegations.
But why would you fucking retards believe random people who are clout chasing me? No, I'm
Because I believe your ass when you say things like, yeah, I think Nick Fuentes is great. Definitely gonna be the next president of America. He's based. That's why.
your wife
All right. There's another response from him.
invited me to Sweden. So this guy has been attacking me, and it's just like literally last week. And I'm gonna be honest about it. I kind of felt bad, like sitting on this information, and I put it out there now because it's just true. His wife was inviting me to Europe last week. Like, it's hard to beef with somebody when your wife is thirsting over it. Like, let's be honest, bro. Melina, like, I think she's a good girl and everything like that. I think she's attractive. And it's just a weird situation because I kind of feel bad for her husband at that point. People tell me, bro, you should do it. You should. I'm like, I feel bad, bro. I don't want to be that humiliating to somebody in their marriage because I believe that marriage is precious. Like, marriage is a union. There's something about this. But when somebody's attacking
Inshallah, my brother, yes, peace be upon him.
me and my family, or when they're trying to go at me personally, or when they're spreading lies about you, it's like, bro, why are you beefing with me? Your wife wants to f me. It's
Just like no capacity. Just to be clear, the best way to get sick dunks on people is to insult them in ways that would matter to their worldview. This is why when conservatives mock liberals, they don't care because we're not in the same worldview. But if like leftists criticize other left people, it stings a little bit more. You have to make criticisms that people will care about according to their own worldview. He's just being like, I mean, I'd be embarrassed if my wife was thirsting after somebody, so Destiny probably does. And it's like, bro, you know he doesn't care. You literally know this. Okay.
hard to really beef with somebody when your wife was saying, like, let's go to a concert. Let's go to Europe together.
Motherfucker! Let's go to a concert. Jesus! She's just thirsty. She just wants my dick so bad. She asked me to a concert. She invited me to Sweden.
Let's go hang out. Like, bro, like, really, you're gonna make me do this? I have to do, like, you're really gonna try to attack me? And you see how they didn't, like, she didn't even deny it. They didn't even deny it here. It's true. She invited me to go to Sweden.
God, his chat. Look at his chat. Sneako is vaxxed. There's nothing sacred about Destiny's marriage. Alright? Proof it or it didn't happen.
And then they're
See the high quality writing?
making cuck jokes like this, yeah, because she gets off and having someone there to watch. So, like, even making this joke towards me, yeah, she gets off on having someone to watch. How would you know? Like, that's your wife. Like, is this not incredible to people? Your wife invites.
Just a desperate virtue signal that was on side. Of course, they don't care. Of course, in Length and Girth, you know, they think it's a career ender, which just shows again the level of knowledge. One thing I appreciate about, like, for example, like centrists or even leftists or conservative, like most people who are like somewhat politically active, they're like pretty self-aware of what's going to be like harmful to somebody's career or not, which is going to be, does this shake the person's main audience base trust in them? Okay, these motherfuckers are so stupid that they think that Destiny's audience would give a literal fuck about this. Damn. Sneako's out here snatching everyone's girl. This is from the link in GRIFT. It's already obvious to anyone who watches Sneako Melina stream. She keeps going over to Sneako's place for collabs. They even had a date stream. It's obvious what Melina is trying to do. Pretty sure Cuxtony likes the idea of his wife doing it with Sneako too. The Commentator 2019. Let's see the quality of the commentators' posts. Okay, Final Fantasy 14. Good, good. Thank the GRIFT some more.
Damien Wooten super chatted $4.99. Speaking of ideas, I'm still reading Human Action. My god, it challenges so many ideas. It makes me understand the book Vampire Economy even more.
There's literally nothing cuckoldry about anything Xena said. There's no other man involved in the picture. She's exposing the fact that he's struggling to handle his harem of girlfriends. Everyone in the sub warned Sneako about dating Xena, and now Xena's damaging Sneako's reputation. Sneako made a big mistake. He's a big-time lengthened GRIFT commentator. Okay. Based bot. High quality. Truly. Melina wants to f other dudes. Wow, career ending. Their whole relationships disgust me. There's nothing new. True. And Melina responded. Hold on. I think it's been playing this whole time. Oh no, it's been playing on a loop.
For my culture is like, what they think about the like. Doesn't that sound like content? Doesn't that sound fun? But apparently you can't do that because you're always gonna push on things, being like, oh yeah, she did this only for because she wants to. No, I don't fucking do that, dude. Here's the thing. If it would be the case that I wanted to do that, there would be, first of all, there would be proof of me saying something like that. Second of all, I would just be honest about it. I would just be honest that that is what I'm trying to do. But there's none of that. There's no, like, I haven't ever, like, said anything like that. Like, yeah. So don't fucking assume shit. Don't. They're just idiots over here. It's just so stupid. But maybe that is the case. Maybe American guys always have to think. Maybe they always have to think that every single time you talk to a woman, it has to be some sexual shit every single time. For my
just some, guys. Just some. All right. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that's going to be super relevant. We'll go to her page. Like I said, she's deleted everything. There's this new fun one. I will not be seeing any mail ever again unless he's 100% Myron approved. Inshallah. Inshallah, truly, truly. Any man that wants to speak to me will have to be assessed by the GOAT. Myron knows it's extremely hard for me to respect any man, especially if he's not masculine enough. I simply trust whenever he says the new Xena arc. Hey! Thank you for this fucking memberships, bro! Mashallah, people! So, TLDR, the true TLDR. Sneako, unsurprisingly, was a dumb okay, here's what I can't understand. This is like such a common streamer L as well. Fucking over people who you know have mad secrets on you. I do not understand it. There's no world. Like, they're like, oh man, this girl, you know, she's a bad girl. If he had treated any woman like this, A, most women wouldn't put up with this shit. And B, if you know that she's got secrets on you, why the fuck would you just, like, constantly be publicly dissing her and shitting on her? It's fucking crazy. It's actually crazy. This is, like, the most wild shit about so much streamer drama. It'll be some person that they entrusted, like, crazy shit to. Like, really, really trusted them with a lot of, like, private information. And they'll be like, nah, you made me mad once, so fuck you. And then this person just has this expose on being like, well, remember all that awful stuff that you helped me? Like, it's just, I don't understand. It's crazy to me. It's crazy. Crazy. Look, treat your friends well. Treat your friends who know all of your secrets even better. Okay? Obviously. So the TLDR is Sneako. They're hard to say, obviously. Sneako is doing a lot. Yeah, she was doing a lot to cater to Sneako. I mean, the girl was obsessed. She was like drawing pictures of him. Didn't she get like a tattoo or something? I don't know. She was obsessed. TLDR, it sounds like there's some concerns about her mental health. There's apparently like cutting images. I haven't seen any of these. I'm not interested in them. Wouldn't be surprising to me that she's kind of upset by this whole situation. Wouldn't be shocked to find that out. Do I think that Xena's done anything wrong here? Not really. Other than, let's be honest, she's probably gonna get convinced by Myron and Fresh to like take most of the heat and go down for all of this. She's probably at some point going to be like, no, I was wrong. I shouldn't have believed we were in a relationship. And like, I lied and I released DMs that like, I shouldn't have. That's my suspicion of where this is going, since she's like still like pretty connected to the Fresh and Fit community, is they're probably just going to like pressure her to like take all of the hate. So if you see her in the next little while going, you know, I was all wrong, I had no good reason to believe what I did, Sussy. I believe that she's got like a decently troubled background. Like I said, she had like a number of like incarcerations beforehand. Sounds like she's got a pretty messy like life before here. So yeah, sucks. Did Sneako do anything wrong here? I would say, A, don't treat your partners like shit. Don't be a trash human. It's not that complicated. I don't know. Don't use people and throw them away like old toys. But again, here's the problem, guys. Sneako used to be like this nice, kind of like typical young man who's like charismatic and funny, with like a couple of cringe ideas, but like overall like kind of good at heart. And then he got rich and famous and he acting like he don't know nobody. That's what happened, right? He just like traded his morals and his soul for clout and money. And here we are in a worldview that thinks that women are basically just like objects to entertain yourself with. He unsurprisingly ended up dating a bunch of women who are not part of this like ideal world of like virgin pure girls who don't have OnlyFans. He was actually dating women that he would shit on all the time. I have reached out to Xena. Talked a little bit. I'm not sure if she wants to come on. Yeah. That's about it. The TLDR is Sneako was a dumb didn't have a relationship that he argues for, and unsurprisingly, lies all the time. Shocker. What does he lie about? His like haram escapades. That, by the way, if he just abandoned his Islam grift, he wouldn't even have to lie about it anymore. Unfortunately, it seems like he's becoming the type of person who like uses and discards people, which really sucks. I don't think he was like that type of person before.
I'm gonna start working on being less white.
Vash Stampede super chatted $5. Sneako is the type of guy who sees a woman inviting him to see Mozart's Magic Flute in concert is a euphemism. Sneako is like a kid who never grew up.
Yes, very much so. He's got like major young man energy. And at this point, he's just like a coward and a follower. Like the fact that like, it's like whatever he views as like pop culture is being rejected. He's like, that's my new thing. Oh, everyone wants vaccines? I hate vaccines. Oh, everyone doesn't like Yee? I like Yee. People don't like Hitler? I love Hitler, right? Oh, people like Nick Fuentes is a racist and a problematic individual? Fucking love that. He's the G. It's just like whatever is counterculture is like what he occupies, because like so many of the men that sit in this space, particularly like the leaders, are just unironic like 14-year-old edge posters who grew up and never got bullied enough or shamed enough to like end up where they are. And the worst part is, here's the worst part. All they do is they lie to these young men. They tell men that their life is awesome and that they've got everything that they ever want, and they don't live out literally any of their values. They're empty, soulless lifestyles that unsurprisingly lead to empty, soulless lives. Very sad. I have messaged Xena. I doubt she'll want to come on for pretty obvious reasons. Yeah. Sneako is basically ignoring it. Oh yeah, and recently Jordan Peterson shit on Andrew Tate, so of course Jordan Peterson is also owned by Zionists now because Because to them, apparently Jewish people are now the god of the gaps. If you can't explain something, it's probably a Jewish person has their finger on a dial somewhere doing something. Because thinking is hard. That's why, I guess. Has Mary from Timcast responded to you? Mary. No, she is not. Cena supplicating to Sneako in the text was super cringe. When a woman act like the perfect red pill part, they are annoying to be with and fake. I wonder how long it's going to take for Sneako to realize that. Probably a long, long time. Interesting contrast between... Yeah, the energy that Xena's been having recently has been weird. The shift. Like I said, though, I'm guessing Myron's talked to her. Right. Okay. So this is, again, proving that she was his girlfriend. I shouted you out first for my girlfriends that helped me. Oh! It turns out Xena was his girlfriend. Huh. I don't even know what to say, but I'm always here to help you, and I don't need public validation. Your attention is enough for me. You're not my BF. You're my king. Good girl.
Your personal life. How do you treat your girlfriend? How do you treat your personal...
A dipping hippo super chatted $10. It's wild, too, the way he's talking about his messages with Mel. Destiny talked about some of them on his stream earlier, and it didn't go down the way Sneako is claiming.
It never does! It never does! It never does. Sneako's just like, literally is just lying at this point constantly.
Relationships. Because I happen to know personally...
The girls that he's saying that are my girlfriends are not my girlfriends and they never were.
That there are...
The girls he's saying are my girlfriends are not my girlfriends and never were.
Your personal life. How do you treat your...
Remember this nice tweet? I shouted you out first for my girlfriends that helped me. Interesting. Why even lie? Literally, why would you lie about this? This is the problem. It's like, do I think it's abusive? I wouldn't be surprised if there's like some super psychologically like toxic shit going on here. Does it go into like a maybe? Hard to say. It's definitely fucked up. Definitely not a relationship that I think should ever happen. I think it's toxic as hell. But why would you even lie about this? Bro, like, what? This is the problem. He's like, oh, I've just got her so under my control, so under my thumb. She'll never leak the texts of me calling her my girlfriend. Huh?
Your personal...
Okay. And I created both his servers and designed the layouts and still have the email set up too. So was Destiny wrong, or are you admitting that you're a liar?
When you build your empire, how so?
Yeah, I have a couple girlfriends right now. I know it's Haram, but one of them runs my Discord server, and she's on top of things. When I was getting in a lot of drama, she was there, and she was able to take care of it and make sure that it was running properly.
When you build your empire, how so?
Yeah, I have a couple girlfriends right now. I know it's Haram, but one...
A couple girlfriends. A couple girlfriends. Girlfriends, really? Just checking. Hold on. Girlfriends?
I know it's Haram, but one of them...
Very Haram of you, truly.
A couple girlfriends right now. I know it's Haram, but one...
Huh. Okay, so he is publicly admitting. Transfer the love speech server ownership to me. Why do you still have ownership? And then this one. Two girls told me he gave them BV. I've always used protection because I understand he sleeps around. Oh, boy! Pro tip. Don't f*** over and lie and try to paint to the internet that somebody's crazy of somebody who has some pretty embarrassing secrets about you. Just don't do it. Don't do it. And here's the problem. Why is he even lying about dating her? Why? There's no reason. He could just be like literally, even in his own worldview, he could just go, I did date her, but man, she's a crazy bitch. She's a crazy bitch. I realized, after these texts, I realized she was crazy. I did the Pearl thing, realized that, she's a crazy bitch, and I've been trying to distance myself and break up with her. He could have just said this. Why even lie? It's just, again, shows the lack of thoughtfulness in all of this. Crazy. Are we gonna see the humanizing of Sneako the second? I don't know. I mean, if he ever wants to come on. Problem is that the next one I'm gonna have to be like, so why did you just like lie about everything all the time? Question mark. Thanks, Red Penny. Those were great. Crazy, man. All right. Any last clips that you guys want to send in? Have you considered that maybe he's just a bad person? Here's the thing. Okay? Is he a bad person now? Yeah, obviously. He's literally, his entire personality is just sell out to whatever is countercultural. He holds a lot of worldviews and values that are shit. He treats people who've been nothing but, like, I would argue, toxically enabling and kind of, like, weirdly codependent. Just threw them under the bus. Just was like, this toy is boring, okay? Obviously, he's being a bad guy. Do I think that he is forever and always going to be a bad guy? No, he could work on himself tomorrow, you know? He could meet Jesus tomorrow and actually change his life. Will he? Probably not.
Huda super chatted $20. Hey Erudite, I'm 18-year-old male and I see a lot of young men like myself flock towards the red pill. Do you worry for the future of men?
No. Because most 18-year-old men go get jobs and start interacting with the real world for like the next 4 years, and they touch enough grass that they realize how stupid those ideas are, and they tend to balance out. Is there a concern about like young male syndrome in like the world right now? Yes, there is a bit of a concern about it, but I think a lot of men that are into this actually balance out. What I'm actually worried about is all the like 25-plus-year-old men who are still really into the Tate stuff and like shelling out $200 to just like shit on a woman, and then also going to her OnlyFans afterwards to like masturbate to the same women that they just like bullied. Those are the people I'm worried about. Apparently Xena just tweeted about Fresh and Fit. Okay, one more Xena check. Xena. Oh, wait, sure. All right. Nope, doesn't look like it. I already went over this. That was 4 hours ago. And apparently she's super on the Zerka train. So, that's good. Humanize Aiden Ross. There's lots of people I'd humanize. Aiden Ross would definitely be one of them. Alright. Let's see if there's anything else. See if Length and Girth has anything else to offer us. Any great pieces. It's all about Sneako right now. Sneako. So this, remember, this is a pro Fresh and Fit Reddit. Sneako caught lying again. Sneako. I don't do drugs. Only NPCs need Adderall. He's such a liar. Also Sneako. How much do you want to bet he's lying about Mel wanting to f too? He is lying about that. Damn! Oh, Sneako indirectly calls Xena has a history of reacting poorly to men breaking up with her. Alright, let's see. Oh, hold on. Okay, hold on. This is probably gonna be loud as shit.
You called me a bitch and all this last night, treated me like shit after I just trying to have a good time with you. You treat me like shit and don't expect to get treated the same way.
No, and so you've done this shit with so many girls. You've done this with so many girls.
Bro, I'm not living my life like this, bro. I'm gonna move on. Like, I don't want to... Relax. 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 Relax.
I don't actually know if this is Xena. This audio recording is this is from when Enzo broke up with her. I don't feel bad for Sneako though. It takes 2 seconds to find this info on her, and he got banned from the Destiny sub, so they told me to come post it here. And not be sending that email ever again unless in time to blah, blah, blah. Myron also knows how hard it will be for any man to respect you, considering you sell your body on the internet. Xena blocked you. Wow. Sick. This guy thinks he's got such a sick dunk. He's like, oh my god, I went to the Destiny subreddit and made fun of her for calling her an OnlyFans worker, and then she blocked me, and then I posted there because, you know, since she did OnlyFans in the past before. Literally, she's just ontologically evil and wrong, right? Bro. Xena telling Sneako to shut up. Oh, apparently she's going on her Instagram Sarah Brady grind. And the reason Xena does it show you how insecure Sneako is? True. Xena likes her. Xena likes a murder and suicidal intent on. These people are deranged! Okay. Well, that's the Fresh and Fit page. Length and girth. Yeah, it looks like they're moving on. The thing Melina invited him to in Europe was some concert because he was crying in the US about how much he missed music. He said, I'm lying about what? Melina tells me how bad she feels for him because when they hang out, he seems super depressed that he can't listen to fucking music or drink without it being haram. Bro! Holy shit. Looks like that's about it. Holy moly. Apparently Xena just Fresh and Fit. Okay, that's from a while ago. Imagine having threesomes with MDMA and thinking music bad. No, he doesn't think music's bad. He misses music. This makes me think that Xena is doing this for a response. The opposite of love isn't hate, it's apathy. If she was truly done, then she would, oh, for sure, for sure. Xena is absolutely putting this out. Like, the video clip that we listened to of her, like, screaming, if that's even her, which I don't know if it is, but I'm willing to grant that it is, right? I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think, like, Xena's this, like, star human who's just, like, really healthy and well put together, right? Pro tip, A, most people aren't innocent perfection, okay? Most people are fucking messy. Unsurprisingly, the kind of girl who would be willing to date somebody who basically treats her like a servant and puppy is probably pretty emotionally messed up. This is the problem, okay? This is what I've tried to say about the Fresh and Fit male advice, dating advice, is that all you're doing is pre-selecting women who are going to have the most, like, high level of emotional, like, disruption that they are going to be willing to put up with your bullshit. Right? If you're like, yeah, manipulator, make her feel really anxious and nervous about the relationship so she doesn't get too confident. All this advice, by the way, is just a recipe so that the only women who end up sticking around for you long enough, who's loyal to the bone, are women who are going to be very mentally unwell and unstable. Yeah, no shocker. Because most women who have some level of, like, mental health are going to be like, oh, this guy constantly makes me anxious and constantly compares me to other women and constantly makes me feel like there's, like, that I need to, like, work really hard to vie for his attention, and I can't really ever critique him or bring any issues that I have about his behavior to him. Yeah, most women at some point that have any modicum of, like, mental health are gonna be like, nah, I'm good. You know, all these women, by the way, who have so many options, why are you creating a situation where if women have all these options, that the only women who are gonna stay with you are women who are, like, very, very mentally unwell or desperately want your money and that's it. And so it's like, this really sucks for Xena specifically. I understand her being upset. It makes me sad to see, like, somebody hurt this way. I don't feel overly sad for Xena because it's also like, girl, I could have told you that, like, yeah, no shit, he threw you under the bus. He's been throwing you under the bus forever. The whole time. Constantly. He's never cared. He's never done any actions to really consistently express, yes, I care about you and your feelings. And yeah, shocker. All right. My pill advice is a self-fulfilling prophecy. Women are emotional messes, but the only women you should be fucking are mentally ill women, and fuck them until their messes and completely in the head. True. She seems like someone that doesn't have a mentally strong foundation. Probably not. I mean, like, Yeah, probably not. She's like on a show that literally like masturbatorily celebrates shitting on women. Yes, she's probably like not doing super well. I'm not shocked. So like I understand her being upset. Is she attention grabbing right now by posting all this shit? Yeah. But also, Sneako's a fucking liar. Like, I'm sorry. You're just here's the actual reality. This is two people who are laying in the beds that they made, basically. Yeah, no shit, he's lying about you. Of course he was. He's on his like weird haram grift. Yeah, of course he's gonna lie about dating somebody with an OnlyFans pass. Do I think that's cringe? Yeah. Do I think it's fucking stupid? Yeah. Does that mean he's gonna drop you like a used toy? Yeah, absolutely. Also, maybe don't give out your secrets to somebody who also has like maybe a messy history of being emotionally unwell. And then constantly diss her publicly and try to make it seem like she's crazy for being into you, you moron. Like, I'm sorry, these are the beds you guys made. Yeah, it is what it is. Don't feel bad.